I don't know. To be honest with you, I just don't understand why.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I have two things to say about that video.
Oh, let me turn your mic up.
Go right ahead.
I have two things to say about that video.
Yeah.
Two things to say.
Okay.
The first thing is, it sucks that was his experience. But that is very common, especially amongst Black gay men. You have a lot of down low men. But I think that it has a lot more to do with who they are as a person. Pain, insecurity, shame. There's a lot to unpack there, and why they do what they do and how they move. I don't want to demonize those individuals because, again, they're figuring it out through a transition, a journey. But it's difficult, though. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It is. Because obviously, at some point, most of us were confused or trying to be a certain person and trying to live a certain life. And we realized it was too much for us, and we had to obviously embrace who we are. Some people never get to that point of embracing who they truly are. So they unfortunately have to maneuver in that way.
Do you think it's a problem? Have you had a problem with down low men? Because you say you're proud to be, right?
I personally have not met anyone.
How would you know?
I wouldn't say there's like a telling sign of how you know, but when you talk to someone who's not open about who they are, but yet they're in the community, yet they're around the spaces, they're in the bars, the clubs, trying to meet people, you can kind of pick up on like they're more off to the side, not as talkative.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So there's a little bit of a telltale sign, but I typically don't. I like to let those people be where they are. You know, because like, listen, again, at one point in time, I was confused and not sure who I was, so I kind of hid. I kind of stayed to the side, stood in the back, but then eventually I had to.
Like, did you date women and men?
No.
You never dated. Have you ever dated a woman?
When I was in high school, I had one girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah.
What made you have a girlfriend?
Pressure from my family, pressure from...
Really? They pressured you to have a girlfriend?
They pressured me to socialize in that way. Yeah, of course. You know,
really?
growing up, people want to see you date and like go to prom and do all these things. Yeah, people want to see that. You know,
Ross, girl, let me do